Herbert Poi Poi number 6.
Aloha. My name is Francis Moku Malani Jr. I am Hawaiian by birth. Answer to the 5 questions. No. Aole. No. Aole. No. Listed are the items you need to fix. 1. The validity of President Obama born in a foreign country. Hawaiian Kingdom. Big problem. 2. No treaty with the United States after the overthrow of the Hawaiian Kingdom. 3. Hawaiian Kingdom is in recess due to the occupation of the United States. 4. The United States has no jurisdiction outside 12 miles of their shoreline. 5. Hawaiian Kingdom, as stated, has multiple valid treaties with other countries. Go do the research. 6. Annexation of Hawaii by the United States, invalid. Big lie. 7. We have laws, Hawaiian Kingdom, that needs to be followed by the occupying country. 8. Executive to executive. 9. Japan, Germany, and Italy were giving back their governments after World War II. They were at war. 10. Kingdom of Hawaii was never at war with the United States. Therefore, illegal occupation. 11. Kingdom of Hawaii has never tried. We are a sovereign nation. The United States have treated this nation, Kupuna, Ali'i, Ku'aina, with total disrespect. Aloha.
Herbert Poi Poi and Hanalei Furnaces.
Also known as Paka, patriot of the Hawaiian Kingdom. I would like to ask that you please view my comments through the lens of reconciliation. I would include recommendations to stop the bleeding, promote healing, and aid the recovery of a nation brutalized by the United States for over a century. Question 1, no, a Native Hawaiian government never existed. Cannot reorganize or reestablish something that never was. I recommend an administrative rule to facilitate federal support for agencies and organizations that provide services to Kanaka Maoli and non-Maoli whose ancestors were citizens of the Hawaiian Kingdom. This is about a nation, not a race. Eliminate racism and eliminate racial discrimination lawsuits. Question 2, no. I recommend an administrative rule to establish a reconciliation trust fund to support reorganization of the Hawaiian Kingdom government and recovery from injuries resulting from the prolonged occupation. Hawaiian Kingdom subjects, in consultation with the U.S. Department of State, Justice, and Interior, to develop a mechanism to access trust funds. I recommend the U.S. President issue an executive order to allocate 1% of the Department of Defense annual base budget for deposit into the trust fund each year. Annual deposits should equal the number of years of U.S. occupation of the Hawaiian Kingdom. Consider this as partial reparation. Question 3, none. The governing documents of the Hawaiian Kingdom may only involve Hawaiian Kingdom subjects regardless of race who pledge their allegiance to the Hawaiian Kingdom. Question 4, no. I recommend terminating the unlawful state of Hawaii, application of Hawaiian Kingdom laws as dictated by international law, and development of a governance transition plan in consultation with law professors Williamson Chang, John Osai, and Francis Boyle. Question 5, none. The Hawaiian Kingdom government may consider reestablishing treaty relations with the United States in the future. Much depends on how reconciliation between our nations unfolds. Weinberg, the very dear Aloha Henry, Papakihe, Solinihio, to the Native Hawaiian and non-Native Hawaiian National. Ku'e! Ku'e!
am a United Nations named human rights defender and also an expert in indigenous human rights to the United Nations Permanent Forum in New York. I served as the first 8-year term as Keaukaha, Hawaii, and I'm here to present the testimony in behalf of Hawaii. Hawaii is an indigenous initiative for self-determination and self-governance. It's 27 years old. We wrote our first constitution in Pukaokalani Church, Catholic Church, 1 block from here. Our home is in Keaukaha. If you take a look at the documents that we've appended to our testimony, and there are 2, what you're going to be looking at are documents that we took to the Hawaiian community in a series of 138 statewide workshops, supported in part by private grant funds, and paid for also, and supported and endorsed by the agency. We wanted to ensure that our educational materials were accurate. They are to this day accurate, and they are certainly much better than what is being proposed by the Hawaiian Civic Clubs in Robert. In 27 years, we have interfaced with the U.S. Congress, the Department of State and Interior on many congressional initiatives. We helped write the Hawaiian legislation on education and health. We drafted sections of the apology bill, which is why I know that there's a statement in there saying that when the U.S. overthrew us, they violated our right to self-determination and international law. I wrote that language when that bill was drafted by Senator Keaukaha. When you take a look at the documents that we have appended to our testimony, you will see a real-life example of Hawaiians expressing self-determination. We're perfectly capable of writing a constitution. We're perfectly capable of having elections. We did this ourselves for many years with the help of the League of Women Voters. But what we are not capable of doing is governing ourselves and exercising jurisdiction over our lands, territories, and resources. And we have been denied that human right since the time of statehood, when the federal government and the state agreed to impose upon our peoples the yoke of perpetual wardship. This yoke we break. We cannot accept it any further. And I just want to thank Don for facilitating this, because she's a good Hawaiian sister to help us on this. It is better to have this than to have anger and possibly anger being expressed in other ways. Our response to the interrogatories that are posed by Interior are all no. And the reason why is because we are capable of being self-governing. But we are not capable of expressing our right to self-determination because federal policy limits this. We are not Indians. We will never be Indians, and the federal Indian policy is inappropriate for our peoples. We are asking that the Department of Interior facilitate and acquiesce to consultations. We have already advanced this in behalf of Kai'ulupono'i at the Capitol. We are the second one to request now that consultations be undertaken with our peoples. In closing, let me say this. I think every Hawaiian would like to see a nation-to-nation relationship. But it can only happen when both nations are given a seat at the table. What you propose here is that the nation that overthrew our peoples and apologized for it without making reparations, that nation would sit at the table and somehow fashion a procedure, hoping that in the future, another true nation would emerge. That will never happen. You can braid my hair and stick feathers in it, but I would never be an Indian. I will always be a Hawaiian.
Ew!